The night before my wedding was supposed to be one of the happiest of my life, a celebration marking the end of months filled with detailed planning, countless decisions, and making sure every single thing was perfect. I truly believed everything was falling into place. I was about to tie the knot with the woman I loved deeply, the one I had shared countless years and memories with, the one I imagined growing old beside. But within just a few short hours, everything came crashing down in a way I never could have imagined. The day itself had gone without a hitch. Our family and closest friends had arrived from near and far. The rehearsal dinner went off without a flaw, and the venue looked stunning, just like we envisioned. As the night settled in, I was buzzing with nerves and excitement. I stayed over at a buddy's house with my groomsmen, trying to enjoy these final moments before saying I do. But everything took a sharp turn around 10 p.m. My phone lit up with a message from a number I didn't recognize. At first, I assumed it was a vendor checking on last-minute details, or maybe someone sending their congratulations. But when I opened it, my chest tightened. It read, "Your fiancé is at Pulse Club. You deserve to know." My thoughts scattered. Was this some kind of prank? I didn't want to believe it, but I couldn't ignore the unease settling in. Despite every instinct urging me to stay put, I grabbed my keys and drove toward the club. As I got closer, the glowing lights of Pulse came into view, and dread curled in my stomach. I shouldn't have been there, not on the night before my wedding. Not chasing doubts about the woman I was supposed to marry. Still, something deep down pushed me through the doors. Inside, chaos ruled. Pulsing lights, loud music, a sea of dancing bodies. I wove through the crowd, my eyes darting around, searching. And then I saw her, my fiancé, laughing and dancing in the middle of the floor with another man. My heart dropped. They looked intimate, laughing easily, touching casually but comfortably. His mouth close to her ear, hers curling into a smile that felt unfamiliar. She looked free, uninhibited, like she was completely at ease with him. In that instant, she seemed like someone I didn't recognize. My blood roared in my ears as I stepped closer. Confusion mixed with fury as I tried to make sense of what I was seeing. Her eyes landed on mine, and instantly her smile vanished. She froze, while the man beside her turned, trying to understand what had just shifted. "What's going on?" I managed to ask, my voice unsteady. She panicked and turned to him, then back to me. "This isn't what it looks like," she said, voice trembling. The man took a few steps back, clearly sensing he'd walked into something serious. She tried to guide me away from the dance floor, but I yanked my arm free. "Explain," I demanded, my voice cold and barely restrained. She was visibly shaken, avoiding my stare. "It's not what you think," she whispered. "I didn't plan this. I didn't mean for it to happen." But the words felt empty. I had seen the way she looked at him, the way they moved together. "I saw you," I snapped, my tone sharp but low. "You weren't acting like friends." Tears began to spill down her cheeks. Finally, she looked up at me. "I was going to tell you," she said, her voice cracking. "I thought I could wait until after the wedding. I don't even know why I let it happen. I'm sorry." The confession landed like a punch. The woman I was supposed to promise forever to had been keeping something like this, waiting until after we were married to come clean. The betrayal was overwhelming. Without another word, I turned and walked out, her voice echoing behind me, full of desperation. "Please, don't go. I love you." It was a mistake. But I kept walking, numb and furious, my chest tight with disbelief. I returned to my friend's place, barely able to process what had happened. My phone buzzed over and over again, texts, missed calls, but I couldn't bring myself to answer. How could I? The woman I had trusted completely suddenly felt like a stranger. The next morning was supposed to be our wedding day. But I couldn't pretend nothing had changed. I couldn't stand in front of everyone we cared about and make vows I no longer believed in. I canceled everything. When I told her, she collapsed into tears. Her mascara ran down her face as she pleaded, "Please don't do this. I'll get help. We can fix this. Don't leave me." But it was too late. The damage was done. The trust we had was gone, and the future we planned had shattered. I walked away from it all. The venue, the guests, and the woman I thought I knew. The pain was nearly unbearable, but staying would have been worse. Months have passed, and she still tries to reach out. She still apologizes, still begs me to forgive her. But some wounds cut too deep, and I don't think the trust we once had can ever be rebuilt. The woman I was supposed to marry will always be the one who destroyed my heart just hours before we were meant to begin our life together. That night changed everything, and the echo of it still lingers.